There's a moment in every woman's life, a quiet, almost invisible moment, when she asks herself a question she's been avoiding for far too long. Why do I keep accepting less love than I give? Maybe you've asked yourself that recently. Maybe it was after a message that went unanswered, or after someone dismissed your feelings like they were an inconvenience, or after you forgave the same behavior again because you didn't want to seem dramatic or demanding. Women are taught to be patient, gentle, understanding, which is beautiful. But sometimes that same softness becomes the reason we stay in places that hurt us. Not because we're weak, but because we hope. We believe, we care deeply. We try to see the best in people even when they barely see us. But I want to tell you something that might feel uncomfortable, yet freeing. Your heart is not a place for someone else to learn how to treat you. Read that again. Your heart deserves care, honesty, effort, the same things you so naturally give. Let me paint a simple picture. Imagine you're holding a small plant. You water it every day, place it by the window, check on it constantly. But the person you be with, the person you want so badly to grow with, barely gives it a passing glance. Eventually, you realize something painful but true. You can't make a seed grow if it's not meant to take root. And you can force a person to respect you if they don't value what you carry inside. Self-respect begins in the moment you stop explaining your worth and start embodying it. It's not loud. It's not angry. It's not dramatic. Self-respect is quiet and steady, like a woman finally understanding her own heart. It's saying, I don't deserve this behavior, and actually meaning it. It's choosing not to argue your value with someone who treats you like a backup option. It's no longer begging for consistency, because real love does not need reminders. And maybe you're watching this because you're tired. Tired of feeling unseen. Tired of carrying the emotional weight for both sides. Tired of questioning your own feelings just to make someone else comfortable. Here's the truth. When a woman stops abandoning herself, her entire world begins to shift. She becomes clearer, calmer, more grounded in what she will and will not allow. People start treating her differently, not because she demands it, but because she finally expects it. And the right person will rise to meet her. Let me share a tiny story. A woman once kept telling herself, it's not a big deal, every time her partner ignored her needs. But one day, she looked in the mirror and saw someone dimmer than she remembered. Someone who used to laugh louder, love brighter, and dream bigger. Someone she didn't want to lose. In that moment, she whispered to herself, I miss me. That was the beginning of her self-respect. Because self-respect is really about returning to yourself, to your truth, your boundaries, your emotional clarity. It's about finally choosing peace over chaos, honesty over confusion, mutual respect over one-sided effort. And here's the beautiful part. When a woman respects herself, she becomes magnetic. Not because she's trying harder, but because she's no longer shrinking. Her voice grows stronger. Her eyes grow clearer. Her heart feels lighter. And the relationships that are not aligned with her self-respect naturally fall away, not as punishment, as protection. So if you've been feeling that tug in your chest, that quiet voice asking for more, that sense that you're losing yourself trying to hold someone else close, listen. That voice is your wisdom. That voice is your healing. That voice is your future self reaching back to guide you. You deserve love that feels like home, not a battle, not a puzzle, not a guessing game. And self-respect is the first key that unlocks it. If this message touched your heart, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. There's more gentle wisdom waiting for you, and you deserve every word of it.